Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Sooners will kick this away, start us off. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense comes on the field first today. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, he just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for them.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver makes the catch. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run in the previous play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. To throw, it's Jennings. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. The Sooners offense out there for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Extending the play now. Breaking free at midfield. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
We'll give it to the running back. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
To throw, it's Hawkins. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Using his legs, it's Patterson.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
On third down, it's a handoff. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Makes a quick grab. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Powering through. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Kentucky, 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their...
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
That run moves the ball to the 16. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running back grabs it on a screen. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
He's brought down out at the 46. The game makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Snags the quick throw. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
I'll tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
The Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. The defense all over. They stop it right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down. And now a 4th down decision coming up. And they will trot out the field goal team here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Makes a quick catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. QB decides to keep it here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. That's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Down he goes. A sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's a quick grab. And Now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. Got him. He's sacked. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
This one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession, they're able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. He's found some room at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. And the Sooners come to the line in a hurry-up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. It's 3rd down for the offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. They stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Get some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. But they try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Now it's second down here. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with the running play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Hand it off for a draw. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Here comes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. The punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Patterson. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run gap.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And there's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Oh, they got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game, still losing by 11. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. The quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. He'll hand it off. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Escapes the pocket. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
It's a quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. 3rd down and 3. Try to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Oklahoma. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 during the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Hurtado. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. A curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Short throw complete to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And the Sooners come to the line with first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as...
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hurtado. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking for a deep completion. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Bringing pressure. He'll throw it now. Quick completion to the tight end.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Back to throw again. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.